lot of crazy shit has gone down since I last uploaded, and sorry for leaving this channel in the dark for a while. I was deathly ill for a week in November, and then shortly after that I got a strike, causing me to not be able to upload onto this channel for a whole entire week, so yay, that's fun. Anyways, perhaps the most crazy thing that has happened these past few weeks is Kanye West going full-on Nazi. This, of course, started like 2 months ago when he tweeted out he's going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. Not DEFCON 3, DEathCon 3. And he's been on a downward spiral since. He is now palling around with people like Milo Yiannopoulos, who once condoned pedophilia, and said that there's no problem with a priest raping a boy if the boy enjoys it, and Nick Fuentes, who is a full-on Nazi, a Holocaust denier, a racist, a sexist. He's basically the whole deck. And this is the company that Kanye, or Ye, or whatever the fuck, likes to keep around. All three of them had dinner with Trump recently, and even fucking Trump seems to want to distance himself from these people. He posted onto his Truth Social that Kanye is obviously mentally unwell. He doesn't know who Nick Fuentes is. If you're making someone like Trump uncomfortable, that speaks volumes about you as a person. And Kanye also made another batshit insane person uncomfortable recently, but we'll get to that in a bit. Kanye also recently went on Tim Pool's podcast, which only lasted for about 20 minutes before Kanye stormed out. Basically, Tim Pool said that the media treats Kanye unfair, but when referring to the media, Tim Pool said they, and Kanye asked, what do you mean by they? Because when Kanye says they, he's using it as a dog whistle to mean the Jews. When Tim Pool clarified that he meant mainstream media, and not the Jews, and pretty much said that he's not down with rampant anti-Semitism like Kanye is, that made Kanye very upset, and he stormed the fuck out of the room and never returned. Tim Pool very mildly pushed back against Kanye, and Kanye still freaked the fuck out like a fucking man-child. This dude wants to be president of the United States of America, yet he can't handle just a little teeny tiny pushback. Tim Pool's audience didn't take very kindly to this either. The comment section is flooded with negative comments like, why this show didn't work out is because Tim needs to be the smartest man in the room. Ye wanted to have a conversation. Tim wanted to have a debate. Are we at the peak of Tim's narcissism yet? And the award for most epic fail goes to Tim. Tim proving he knows nothing once again. Wow, Tim, you totally blew this interview with your typical narcissism. Nobody wanted to see Tim be woke. We wanted to hear Kanye talk. Tim dropped the ball here. And finally, Tim is so scared to even let him say Jew. Obviously, it's not all of them. It's just every single person in charge of Hollywood, music, entertainment, clothing, etc. that Kanye dealt with. I'm sure this gives you a good feel of the type of audience that Tim Pool has cultivated over the years. It speaks volumes of the type of content you put out into the world when the audience you've attracted with said content freaks the fuck out at you when you very gently push back against the anti-Semitic garbage a guest on your podcast is spewing. Most recently, Kanye went on Alex Jones's show, and Kanye even managed to make Alex fucking Jones uncomfortable with his extremism. Multiple times during this interview, Kanye point blank says that he loves Hitler and he loves Nazis. How much more fucking blatant can you get? Alex Jones even tries to give him an out. He says, well, you don't really love Nazis, right? You're just talking about the fashion, because the clothes they wore were cool. But Kanye says, no, there's a lot of things that I actually love about Hitler. People, it is finally fucking time to drop Kanye. I don't care if he made good music like 15 years ago. I never gave a fuck about his music, so I have no problem saying fuck Kanye West. But there's still a sector of people who seem to still want to support Kanye because they like his music. I'm not the type of person to always say you can't listen to music made by bad people. I made a whole video about this subject like 2 years ago around the time the Marilyn Manson allegations came out. But the art and the artist are two separate things. Just because you enjoy his music does absolutely fucking not mean you have to be down with his anti-Semitism. Being a fan of the content one puts out does not mean you have to support every facet of who they are. I saw this all over the place under Kanye's tweets before Elon nuked Kanye's Twitter. We love you, Kanye. You're the GOAT. Your music is so fucking amazing. I don't fucking care how good his music is, or how good it used to be. Just because he made good music in the past does not fucking excuse his blatant anti-Semitism, and him pretty much saying, yeah, I'm a Nazi. I like Hitler. I love Nazis. So please, for the love of fucking God, drop your parasocial relationship with Kanye right fucking now, because whether you're aware of it or not, you're helping normalize repugnant beliefs like Kanye's by just turning a blind eye and saying, well, he made good music though. Kanye is a piece of fucking shit, and I am well aware he is mentally unwell, but his mental illness does not fucking excuse the shit he has been spewing for the past 2 months at this point. Last I checked, being wildly anti-Semitic is not a symptom of bipolar disorder or whatever mental illness Kanye may have. Kanye may be going through a manic episode, but he is still using his massive platform to spread absolutely reprehensible beliefs. I've also seen this rampant on social media. Kanye is mentally ill. You can't blame him because he's mentally ill. Mental illness does not excuse the shit Kanye has been saying. He still chose to fall all the way down the rabbit hole to the point where he's down with Nazism. So Kanye fans, cope all you fucking want. No matter what you say, I am still going to think that Kanye is a massive, morally bankrupt piece of fucking shit. And of course, there's the sector of Kanye fans who actually support the shit he's saying, and to that I say, fuck you. And I have one more thing to say. If you're in my audience and you support what Kanye is saying, or at the very least, you're trying to excuse the shit Kanye has been saying and doing as of recent, fuck you. Get the fuck out of my audience. The unsubscribe button is right below this video. Please click on it. I don't want unabashed bigots engaging with my content. Anyway, I don't really have much of a point in this video to convey besides Kanye West is a massive piece of dog shit and anti-Semitism is bad. Earth-shattering, I know, but apparently this is something that needs to be said. We'll see if Kanye can dig himself out of this hole, but honestly, I don't see him getting out of it. I don't know how the fuck you recover after saying you love Hitler and Nazis, but time will tell. Maybe his dumb fucking audience will just look the other way by the time he releases a new album and keep saying that he's the GOAT. If you're willing to look the other way when someone is so blatantly anti-Semitic as Kanye, that's ultimately your choice, but it's also my choice to not have anything to fucking do with you, which is why I again say, if you're down with any of the shit Kanye is saying, or at the very least excusing what Kanye is saying, get the fuck out! Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.